Thank you. Ben Harris-Quinney joins us, chairman of the Bow Group, Britain's oldest conservative think tank. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Vincent Moss, political editor of the Sunday Mirror. Good morning to you.
Morning, Nicky.
Ben Harris-Quinney, what is going to be in this Queen's speech to address the problem of stagnant growth, to address the problem of youth unemployment?
Well, I think there's going to be very, very little of that, because what people forget, I think, often about the Queen's speech is much of what is in there has already been agreed by, in this case, coalition partners, and it will be legislation and statutes that's already been worked on by government departments. So it's very unlikely we're going to see anything new and surprising in there. It's really just going to be a question of what is prioritised. So I think, as you've already discussed, the immigration bill is going to be very high up, and that's really going to be what the government is pointing to.
Would you like to have seen a mandatory referendum on Europe in there?
No, I think that's almost impossible, because, as I say, that would have to have been agreed by coalition partners and worked on by the relevant departments, and there just hasn't been time to do that. Vincent
Moss, do you think that Labour will have to accept these tough new laws on immigration because of the kind of spectre that haunts them of the Gillian Duffy situation?
It's a difficult place for Labour. I don't think they'll be overly keen to accept them without questioning them. And I think we have to see how the new laws work. There's an awful lot of detail there, and it's easy to say these things, but when it comes down to it, there's all sorts of reasons why it's going to be still hard to deport foreign criminals. And there are many things that could be happening already. If the government was that keen on stopping foreign workers undercutting people in the UK, it could enforce probably the minimum wage rules, and very few prosecutions under that law.
Peter Hain today said, or yesterday, in an article which is published today, says Labour needs to be performing better than we are now to win the next general election. He said that he's urged the party's Treasury team, Ed Balls, to get out on the stump now and work even harder. When politicians say like that, we can infer it to be criticism, can't we?
We can indeed. I mean, what Ed Miliband always says about these things is Labour politicians shouldn't be saying what Labour should be doing. They should be saying what Labour is doing. And yes, everybody says that Labour should be doing more and should be revealing more of its economic plans. Most governments nowadays, this is true of this government and the one before that, they're not that keen on revealing too much. They're not that keen on having their plans picked apart. I think there's huge pressure for Labour to reveal some of its economic plans. I don't think you'll see too many of them, or certainly not the full slate of them before the election. The good ones get nicked and the bad ones get picked apart. There's nothing in it for political parties to show their hand too early these days.
Thank you both very much indeed. Nice talking to you, Vincent Moss, there, political editor of the Sunday Mirror, and Ben Harris-Quinney, chairman of the Bow Group.
And it's 12